Today's lecture is about Black women being the enemy of progress. Yes, Black women are the enemy of progress. That doesn't mean that we don't have a great many scoundrels among the Black male population. Absolutely, we do. But today we are talking about Black women, and it's for good reason. And as we get into this conversation, I think you'll better understand. There's some things that I will say publicly and other things that I will only say privately. It'll be a part of the Black Code, which I'll be releasing in a few weeks. I was prompted to have this conversation with you because I made a post recently and it has been receiving a lot of comments from Black females. And I say females as a biological reality, for so few of them are women. So few of them have the softness and the femininity that we would expect from a woman. So many of them are vulgar and gruff and aggressive out of their mouth, right? You know, they don't have any physical strength. So they babble because they're in a society that has given them undue protection. Yes, they have made the government their husband and protector. And we probably, those of us with common sense and intelligence, you may have had some inkling that maybe the Black woman's not quite right. Now, mind you, we're not getting into a historical conversation of why that is. We're not about to talk about slavery and reparations. We're about to hyper focus on what is going on today and how we can solve it. The truth is, you don't always have to know the root, though we do know the root. You don't always have to know the root to know what the medicine is, okay? So let us talk about Black women. We know that the strength of a nation comes from their numerical supremacy, a lot of people, high population, and their material abundance. And we can make those things go hand in hand and make one reinforce the other. There is no doubt that in a majority rule system, Black people will be at a great disadvantage as a minority. And we're specifically, for the time being, talking about the foundational Black American, those Black people who are here in this country and have been here for generations. The Black female is the number one enemy of Black progress because she is our greatest executioner. She is the tool and the acolyte of the liberal white woman. She has done their bidding. She has been worse than enslavement, worse than colonization. Yes? And the white woman and white man, they promote for you to stop the life of your child while it is within your stomach, within your womb. And the Black woman follows it. Yes, she follows it because she knows no leader. She has stepped away from her natural mate, the Black man, and come up under the white woman as her leader. The white woman is now even leading the white man. We're in dark backwards times. And they tell her to do something that they don't do at the same level. They tell her, if everything's not perfect, go ahead and get rid of it. They tell her, hey, that Black man is not good enough. He doesn't have the income. He doesn't have the education. Here, take this pill. Take this pill right here. And all of this is for the purpose of reducing the Black population, and they've been oh so successful. And they've even framed their demonic agenda as a Black issue, as though any people need to fight for the right to end their own life. But that's what they've gotten the Black woman to do. Yes. And they lie to you and confuse you. These devils are very manipulative and devious and creative with the lies. Mozart with the lies. Yes. They made you think that they were so against all these single mothers and baby daddies for the good of Black people and the good of society. But really they're against it because they will do everything to make sure that there are no Black mothers because there's no Black children. That there are no Black fathers, whether they're deadbeat dads or runaway dads, because there will be no Black children. And they will reduce our population. Now that we are not relegated to servitude and slavery, they want us gone by any means necessary. They've already brought in the scab labor. They've already brought in the Latinos to work for the cheap. They don't need you anymore. Now they dispense with you. And they use the female as their instrumentality, as unbroken and unruly and vicious and mean as she is. And the only ones that she bows down to are her former enslavers. Oh, she'll talk about the black man like a dog, and then emulate the white woman, and then lie about it as though our eyes deceive us, as though we can't see that blonde wig, Beyonce, as though we can't see your skin bleaching, little Kim. We see you, and we are not fooled. The female is not the leader, they are the follower. The man is the one of principles. Women, the honesty not always there. I don't believe your lies of a protective hairstyle. No, helmets are protective. A hairstyle is not protective. Your lies and euphemisms do nothing here. And the Black Code will teach you all, we must respect our own leaders, our own leaders. We must respect our own hierarchy. We must praise the patriarchy within our community. Men will lead and women will fall in line. We will have our communities completely sealed off, and there will be no appealing to the government. Not the police, not the child support, not the divorce courts, not the family courts, and we will shun anyone who does it. Going to the child support court, going to any of that stuff, that's like snitching to us. And you guys think that it's mature, it's the mature position to say, oh, snitching is, we got to do away with the no snitching. No, actually, that's very functional. Do you not know history? When you snitch, you're appealing to the government, which is not a righteous or moral authority. You don't remember when the government held your ancestors in chains? And then when they took them out of chains, they threw them into Jim Crow? And when they kept them in Jim Crow, they wouldn't give them the right to vote? They wouldn't give them decent education? That was the government. You snitching to the government, that's your enemy. And it's been your enemy. And it won't change. But the black woman in America acts like it's her friend. A lot of black men, first time they had the police called on them, black males, I should say, it was by their own mother. Huh? Come on now, some of you in this live chat. Your own mother called the police on you. Your own black mother called the police on you. Now, the reason that the enemy has had to infiltrate with the black woman as the chief tool is because she is the factory that produces the black soldier. So here's why it's so important for the devil to capture her mind first. Understand me here. Let's say we have 10 women and 10 men. If they capture 9 of the men and 1 is left, he can get all 10 of those women pregnant, and we can refresh our population. Yes, renew our fighting force. Yes? So there's less value in eliminating the men, taking their minds over, using them as tools, more value in controlling the women. So if there's 10 men and 10 women, and you take control of 9 of those women, we only have 1 woman to produce for us. You see what I'm saying? Because 1 man can spread seed infinitely. But the women are so valuable because they're the one that bakes the cake. Yes, they bake the cake and it takes them 9 months. They're inefficient. So we need more of them. And that's where they hit us. They hit us at the factory that produces the black soldier. They keep our population low, keep our population weak, keep our population numerically insufficient so that they can call us a minority and keep us weak in a majority rule system. Huh? And you have these black women that say the most ludicrous, idiotic things. I love women and I love black women, but I will not listen to you because you are not the leader. And sometimes if you listen to yourselves, you tell why I don't listen to you. I made a reel recently. You see black women in the comments talking about in black women's business. You don't have any business. Your business is my business. You're not the leader of your own affairs. If you were properly taken care of, you would have went from your father's home to your husband's home, always under the roof, protection, and guidance of a man. But you've been in the streets, sis. And because you've been in the streets, you got a street mentality and you think you're an independent woman. You're not an independent woman. You're an uncared for woman. You're an unruly woman. You're an unworthy woman. But what I won't let you do is continue to embarrass us. A black woman with a blonde wig is an abomination and an embarrassment. You're a traitor to the race. And I don't want to hear you imbeciles in my comments say, don't you know people in Melanesia have blonde hair? Well, when you see one of them niggas, you let me know. I don't want to hear dumb people in my comments say, you know, East Africans have straight hair. Number one, no, they don't. And you're not East African. You hate yourself so much that you will search the world over for the smallest tribe in the middle of nowhere. But you're trying to identify with them for the purpose of covering over your self-hatred so you can feel comfortable with blonde hair in your head. So you can feel comfortable with straight hair on top of your head. You look like a fool. And I encourage you guys, every time you see these women, you condemn them. You see them have dress, you condemn them. You see them wearing wigs, you condemn them. And I don't want to hear any softies, male or female, saying, oh, kill them with kindness. Hell nah. That's not what time it is. You see, they didn't enslave you with kindness. They didn't get you on that boat with kindness. They didn't colonize you and make you work with kindness. If kindness was so damn effective, that's what the colonizer would have used. That's what the enslaver would have used if it was so effective. Don't hit me with that Martin Luther King dreaming. No, we're going to get them in line with the strength of the black fist in whatever form it must appear, because we are far past a time of toleration and kindness. It's foolishness. That's what happens when you let women lead us. That's what happens when you let weak males lead us. You don't remember Martin Luther King? We tried kindness. I don't call it kindness anymore. I call it foolishness. Our women are filthy and in disrepair. Filth coming out of their mouth. Filth on their bodies. Filth in their heads. You know what kind of a despicable state a female is in, that she would sew in the hair of another human? It's filthy. It's spiritually impure. And then you would leave it in your hair, in your head, rotting for 3 months, and then got the nerve to put on perfume to cover up that funk. You know how amazing it is that I could grab your wig, lean in and smell it. It smells like a dirty carpet. Come on now. Come on now. Yeah, let me go ahead and take a pause for the cause, acknowledge some of the folks supporting the work. Don't nobody talk it like this. It got me turned up today. Shout out to Mr. Akinmoyo. Appreciate you. Came in using the Stripe link. Shout out to Frank as well, supporting using the Stripe link. May also acknowledge Diego, who just became an annual member at patreon.com/the Saint in the Center. We welcome you within this thing of ours. Now also acknowledged by PayPal. Shout out to Sage supporting the work. May I also acknowledge Mr. Thompson, right? Support for the stream. And this is the state of black folks here. Shout out to Ramon, writes tuition. I'm excited to gain the knowledge within the black code. Would you recommend it to a black person before Boston University? Peace to the Saints. It depends on the black person. It depends on the black person. But I tell you what, whether they get Boston University first, and for those who need Boston University, it's at school.com/Marquett, click classrooms. Whether they get it before or after, every black person needs it. It's not only about the collective of what we should do. It's about you operating effectively as an individual, because none of you have gone through schooling and there was a class where they said, hey, hang on, let me set you aside. You're a black human. You have a unique experience in this country. Let us equip you with what you need to thrive. No, sir, they didn't do that. They didn't even say, hang on, you're a male. You need to grow into a man. Let me separate you from the females so I can tell you what you need to know, which is different from what they need to know. You never experienced that, huh? Yeah, of course not. Yes, indeed. And let me go ahead and wrap this one up quickly, because I see folks aren't supporting it. And that's, again, this is the nature of the black people. I'm not talking about black men today. I'm talking about black women. Now look at that hair. There's nothing about that hair that says black woman, huh? Because that's not a black woman's hair. That's not a black woman's hair. But I tell you what, we're going to look at the comments and they'll be fighting tooth and nail to claim that it is. What's worse is that they use these chemicals to achieve this aesthetic. And some of these chemicals cause infertility. Some of these chemicals are nearly toxic. They're damaging. So it is in the vain pursuit of the white woman's aesthetic that the black woman dies, not only spiritually, but physically at some level. Come on now. Let's get into it. Now let's look at the ignorance and indecency of the black woman. So here we have the comments here. I'm going to enlarge this for you all. This one writes, black women, please stop explaining what doesn't need an explanation. Let him have it. You are subject to the black man. You are not equal with the black man. You are subject to the black man. And some of you may be listening and say, Marquett, some of you ladies, Marquett, there aren't many black men. Fantastic. That has nothing to do with this because the one that was speaking up on this is a black man. So you are subject to black men and black leadership. You are within a black nation. You are not within the United States, the American nation. They don't call you an American. They call you a black American. They don't call you an American. They call you an African American. They don't call you an American. They call you an N-word, hard R. So you are not subject to America or American law. You're subject to black men who are the leaders of your nation. Huh? It's funny how they turn around and they want protection, but they won't give submission. And you hear me out there? They want protection, but they won't give submission. Huh? Now let's look more at the foolishness of the black female, arguing against herself unknowingly. Now here's the comedy. Check this out. I step up and tell the black woman that you were made perfectly, that God truly blessed you, gave you full lips, gave you skin the color of the earth, gave you hair that raises up toward the sun. You are made perfect. There can be no improvement. Who can improve what God has sculpted? That's what Marquett Devon Burton tells you. Then you have the ragged black woman shows up in her state of mental disrepair and argues against me and argues against God and says, no, you didn't do it right. I want the white woman's hair. Let me put in these blue contact lenses. I want the white woman's eyes. Come on now. Some of them even go so far as to bleach their skin and say, I want to be pale. I want to suffer from the sunlight like the white woman. Woo, they've been colonized thoroughly. Yes, Lord. Marquettism is for the kids. Marquettism saves lives. We got to bring them back. They argue against me. They argue against God in favor of what the devil has taught them. The devil taught them that the whites are the best. The devil taught them that they should have stringy hanging hair. The devil taught them that they should be pink and burn in the sun. The devil taught them all of those things. These black women are doing the devil's work, arguing against the one who's doing the Lord's work. Come on now. Yes, indeed. May I also acknowledge Davion came in a strong way by PayPal. He writes, thank you for all that you do. This topic is much needed. We as black people are so far behind. Peace to the saints, but we don't have to be. And you know what? I'm not even sure we're so far behind. But where we are is embarrassing. Where we are is embarrassing. And we will get these women in line. And they will get no respect until they behave like women. They will get no protection until they behave like women. They will get constant condemnation until they behave like women. I saw a reel and there was two black females and they were fighting a couple, a white man and a woman. And the white man was going to town on one of them. Somebody in the comments said, why didn't anybody get in there and help? And I say, because you don't know the nature of those black women, unfortunately. Yes. Wouldn't be surprised if they were foul-mouthed. They're probably more likely ratchet than civilized. Wouldn't be surprised if they earned what they were getting. The black man is the protector of the black woman, but we must be able to differentiate who is a black woman. I would never have a good black man who is earning well, who is responsible and civilized, risk his freedom and his ability to provide for a black family by trying to support and save some ratchet black female who probably takes the life of all the kids in her womb, who probably is dating another woman, acting like it's natural. I would not have him risk his freedom for a scoundrel such as that. You got to be a part of something for protection. Huh? Come on now. Yeah. If we're going to be a nation, you got to have membership. But being that you're wearing my skin, you will behave. You will represent at a basic level. Huh? Yeah, some of you black ratchet girls, you might not be good enough to get pregnant. You ain't going to be within my family. You might not be worthy to really be within the nation. But I tell you what you won't be doing. You won't be out cursing, hollering, and hooting. I won't condone you twerking in public. I won't condone you dressing like an animal. Yeah, it's Taliban time. That's right. It's Taliban time. Believe that. Huh? Yes. And I don't want to hear anybody say, oh, that's extreme. No, sir. No, sir. It's extreme when the black man wants to regulate his own nation, but it's okay when the white man wants to regulate your nation. The white man regulate his own and regulate yours. That's okay. That's normal. That's cool. But when the black man establishes rules, that's weird. Huh? You're all good with ideas as long as they came from somebody else. The Arab man's religion, the white man's Christianity. But when I tell you about this ism, all of a sudden we need to be suspicious because a nigga thought of it, huh? You guys are scared of a black philosopher. You're scared of a black man using his own mind. You want your Christian slave religion. You want the Arabs' Muslim religion, huh? Both of those religions enslaved you. In many cases, they still enslaving you today, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Come on now. Come on now. You guys know about the transatlantic slave trade. You don't know about them black folks that they enslaved on the island of Zanzibar. Yes, under the Muslim religion. And they still making salah to this day, like they don't know the history. Come on. Yeah, we can get into it. We can get into it. I tell you what, the black people are scared of themselves, scared to use their own mind, scared to wear their own hair, scared to be themselves. That's why I wrote a 3-sentence Bible for you Christians. I wrote a 3-sentence Quran for you Muslims. I wrote a 3-sentence Torah for you Hebrew Israelites. And it goes like this. Number 1, be yourself. Number 2, be good to yourself. Number 3, be good to good people. Yes, I wrote that myself. I was inspired. It's simple. Anyone can remember it. It's simple. Anyone can convey it in any level, in any language. Be yourself. Be good to yourself. Be good to good people. Be yourself. Don't wear the white woman's hair. Wear your own damn hair. Be good to yourself. Don't put those toxic chemicals on your scalp. It might be seeping into your brain. That's why you behave like that. And be good to good people. Let us know each other. Let us live among each other. Let us be upright and saintly. And let us protect each other. But no, sirree, Bob, I'm not about to step out and risk my life and freedom for a sexy red. No, sirree, Bobby. There shall come a time where we run and regulate our communities to where if someone runs their mouth and needs to be slapped in their mouth, they will be slapped in their mouth and no one will call the authorities. And if there is an odd man out or odd woman out who does call the authorities, no one will say anything. And when the authorities leave, that person will also be slapped in their mouth. There will come a time, and we're talking about nation here. You see, the black peoples have such little self-respect and self-regard. They are so emotional and matriarchal in their culture. That is why they fail. We are in an ongoing war, which we are losing. I'm volunteering to step up as a general. People have neglected the job. This person writes, sir, please shut up. No, first off, you're a woman. Who could you shut up? You couldn't shut up anybody. So already we see that she's speaking in an unnatural way. You're a woman. You couldn't shut up anybody. If I was in front of your face talking, you couldn't shut me up. And if you did want to, you'd have to call the white man because of what I would do to you. You'd have to call the white man. Yes. You can't shut up anyway. So just the fact that you would speak that way shows that you have an unnatural mindset, and you already have your zaddy, your white zaddy in your psyche that he's going to be there to protect you. Well, I tell you what, you might be able to call him, but it's going to be after you get the taste took out your mouth. You did. Yes, believe that. And I want everybody watching to know that I mean every bit of what I'm saying, every bit of it. And if you're a male saying, oh, he wouldn't talk like that. Yes, I would talk like that to you. And I invite you to do something when you see me. I'm always outside. I invite you to. I mean every bit of what I'm saying. I stomp down on them and I stomp down on you. Because if you was a real man, you'd agree with 100% of what I got to say. That's how I know it'd be easy to stomp down on you. Let that be known. Carrying on. Now, so this little dirtbag writes, sir, please shut up and stay out of women's business. Women don't have a business. She writes, go fix a car or something. Now, this is a low IQ woman. Ma'am, fixing a car, that's probably something I would ask your butch girlfriend to do for me. She writes, instead of acting sassy, this is the common accusation. If they cannot contend with you intellectually, and they never can, because Black women clearly are not the brightest stars in the sky, they start the accusations. How do we know she's low IQ? Does anyone see any punctuation? Is there one bit of punctuation? Maybe a comma, maybe a period, nothing of the like. Now, this is why I let you beta males know that we don't listen to women. Women obey, they follow this movement, but you don't lead and you don't need to speak up. Your opinion is not valued at all. It's valued at 0%. You're riding in the car, but you're not driving the car at all. And we got somewhere to be urgently, okay? So let that be known. This is the perspective of the Black woman. This one right here. This is not all Black women. It's just all too common. It's not all Black women. It's all too common. This one writes, still in women's business, I see. Again, women don't have business. Women don't have business. You are to be led by a man. Everything you do is subject to a man. Shout out to Preston, comes in via Venmo, writes, peace of the saints, tuition for the live stream. I study these lectures so I may lead my family in a saintly way, and that my younger family members have a role model to look up to. Also, just updated my goals on peaceofthesaints.com. And may everyone who's a member on peaceofthesaints.com on our dashboard, you can write what your goal is. I advise you to utilize that feature. I put it there for your greater success. Shout out to T, comes in via Venmo. He writes, good afternoon, Saint. I trust you're well. What are some behaviors in Haitian people that you look down upon so I can take it upon myself to correct it? I may be falling short myself. You know what? I've not spent enough time around the Haitian people. I do now have a flat in Miami, so I trust I'll have some more time. But the Haitian people have a phenomenal history. And one of the places I would encourage them to start with is knowing their history well and honoring it. They are among the greatest of Black people from a historical standpoint. I actually have many lectures that I've never published. I have one lecture going through the history of Haiti, particularly landing on Francois Duvalier. I gave a talk on him some time ago. He is really one of the greatest of Black men, and I think everyone should know about him. So do keep an eye out and perhaps give me a reminder in due time to get that out to the people. Shout out to Sage supporting the work using PayPal. Now back to these Black females and the ignorance. This one writes, still in women's business, I see. You don't have any business. Who cares what other people do? Now, this is the most immoral thing that you'd ever want to hear. It's immoral and it's not sensible. And that's why women are not the leaders, because they do not have principles and they do not have morals. The only principles and morals they have is that which a man teaches and enforces. Beyond that, when left to their own devices, they say stuff like this. Who cares what other people do? Well, I guess it doesn't matter if an arsonist burns down a factory where a lot of people work. Doesn't matter what other people do, right? I guess it doesn't matter if we're at the park with our children and someone decides to expose themselves, because it doesn't matter what other people do. This is complete foolishness. Precisely why we don't listen to women. They talk too much with not enough sense. It's not their position to do the thinking. It's their position to do the following. Then you have another one right here. Oh, and let's again see, that one doesn't have a photo. Then you have another one writes, leave her hair alone. And then she tries to indicate a racial slur to me. The woman is dead. Thank God. Thank God. Marquett, why do you say that? Well, the woman would go on Twitter and bash black people, not for any productive reason, no critical insight to help us improve as a people, but just dragging us through the dirt and then glorifying her enslaver. Brilliant idea. And that's what caused that bedwench to not live a full life. And, frankly, I think things work out for the best. And more importantly, let us know within a nation, when someone is a traitor, there is a punishment that is common to all nations. And she found that. And that's probably good for her, like celery. So I feel good about that. I feel fine about that. Hooray. Hooray. Huh? Carrying on. And let's see who this character is. She put her name as Vanilla Chai. Huh. Curious. Vanilla Chai. This one's barely black. This one is barely black. I won't let me enlarge this photo. Point is, she need to stay out of black folks' business. I make her a deal. I make you a deal. I make you a deal. You stay out of black folks' business, and I'll stop talking about this bedwench. Huh? Yes. And let me make an announcement. I'm going to give you a little preview of the black code. People who look like this, which is barely black, you guys are not permitted to procreate with Caucasians because you're barely black. You procreate with a Caucasian, you didn't cut the cocaine too much. It's too much. It's watered down. It's not even worth anything now, okay? So this complexion right here, don't go any lighter than that. It's not cute at all, actually. It's not attractive at all, okay? So you need to procreate with one of them pure, you hear me? One of them pure ones. If you procreate with a Caucasian, the product's not black, okay? Black has meaning. You say somebody is black, it has meaning. Just like you say someone's white, it has meaning, okay? So this one's not even black. Where was she? Yeah, this one right here, she's not even black. So I would open this on my account, but would you believe that Instagram won't allow me to open and comment on my own post? I kid you not. That's why this is an incognito browser. Then we have another one, vulgar. This is one thing I point out to you, very consistent with the black females. Vulgar, not ladylike at all, unrefined, unworthy. This is why they end up being left as single mothers, because no one can stand them. The behavior is so masculine, it's unattractive. You can't spend any time with them. So again, the vulgarity, then the false accusation, but they never deal with the crux of the argument. They can't deal with that piece. And then we have yet another one with the fake hair. She got fake color and she has the permed out hair of the white woman. So what I'm essentially arguing with, I'm not arguing with not one black woman. I'm arguing with all the acolytes of the liberal white woman. I'm arguing with all of the worshipers of the white supremacy cult. You hear me? A black woman has never had an argument with me because I love and cherish black women. The ones who have an argument with me are black females who are in fact white supremacists and acolytes of liberal white women. They imitate their oppressor and get mad at me for telling them that they should be what God made them to be. Come on now. Yes, indeed. Oh, and they hate me for the truth that I speak. Oh, they hate me for it. So many mockers, gawkers, and liars. Huh? And then you got another one, writes, has a fake face. So we're either seeing them with the fake face, fake photo, fake names, or the fake hair, but never real. Never real. This one writes, why use this young lady as an example? Don't you think that's extremely insensitive, like she's dead? She was murdered. Oh, I wanted to reply to her. Like, I think that you should take that up with her father. Like, hey, dad, why didn't you protect your daughter better? Why didn't you raise her up with black values? Like, you sent her into the devil's arms, and she received what the devil produces, which is death and destruction. Don't get mad at me. I didn't take her life. Don't get mad at me. I didn't rob her of self-knowledge. Don't get mad at me. I didn't tell her to hate herself. Go find the right person to get mad at. I'm just happy that the black tree, the black body has been purified. We need to get all these impurities out. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. And I tell you what's funny. Does it make logical sense that if someone's a dirtbag when they're alive, all of a sudden they die, they're not a dirtbag? No. She was a dirtbag when she was alive. Now she's a dirtbag who's not alive. And I'm going to keep consistent and say that she was a dirtbag. Can you, as y'all say, keep the same energy? Is that cool? Can we keep the same energy? Do you mind? We got a problem with honesty now, huh? We got a problem with me pointing out the fact that death does not make her a good person. We got a problem with the fact that death doesn't mean all of a sudden I need to say nice things. Huh? Shout out to Jason supporting the work using the Stripe link. I appreciate you. I also acknowledge, did Rod come back with another baller alert? Baller alert. Shout out to Rod, man. Rod doing his damn thing. He writes, I am a black man. I live in Baltimore. The hair hats are out of control here. We're in revolutionary times indeed. Listen to me, man. I'd never seen a bonnet outdoors until I got to Baltimore. See, because my mom never wore wigs. My mom was never a wig wearer, so I didn't even know what a lace front was. So I was in my mid-20s. I ain't even seen a bonnet outdoors. So I was in my mid-20s. I didn't even know that was a thing. My mom wrapped her hair up Aunt Jemima style. You dig, with the red flag on it. I never seen a bonnet outdoors till I got to Baltimore. I was teaching 11-year-old kids. The little girls got glue on their eyes trying to put these eyelashes on. Sick. You hear me? Truly sick. We cannot allow it. We've allowed too much. Shout out to Jonathan. Writes off subject. How are you enjoying the i8? Thinking about getting one. They're probably very well priced now. The i8 was a very enjoyable car. For me, it was one of those things where before you get it, you're thinking, okay, the chicks are going to love this one. And then in the midst of getting in and out, the women like the aesthetic, but they're like, oh, can we take the other car? And they don't like getting in and out because it's very low. And by the time they get in, they're wearing their dress or their skirt. You can see up their skirt. Such is life. But, it's a cool car. I wouldn't call it a daily driver if you really drive. If you have to commute to work or something, I wouldn't use it as a daily driver. It's not a comfortable car to be in, right? It's more on the mid-engine car style. Shout out to Civilized Barbarian, comes in a strong way via Venmo. He writes, hi, Marquett. What are your thoughts on Frank Zanu? Frank Zanu is a half-wit. We reached out to him to debate. He engaged it initially, then did his research and said, oh, no, thank you. He got scared. He is not intelligent at all. He is one of the persons that they're probably referring to, the white supremacists, when they say the Africans are of inferior IQ. He writes, this dweeb went from saying that there's no such thing as white supremacy, Africa never had empires, to black Americans don't have culture. I personally think that he has the ideas of his looks. Yeah, he's not very bright. And he gets airtime because the devils like to hear one of us speak ill of us. That's why Candace Owens does well. That's why the Hodge twins do well. That's why Officer Tatum does well. You see, we're in a country where the majority of people are white. And in addition to that, the majority of the wealth is in white hands. So it's financially viable to make a profit saying terrible things about black people. Now, there's nothing wrong with criticizing black people, especially if you're like me, you're also building at the same time. That's why I have no issue keeping it real, because I'm building at the same time. Carrying on. Now back to these dweebs. Got so many windows up because Instagram blocks me from commenting on my content. So this one is talking about, let's basically tell lies and pretend the girl's a good person because she's not alive. And the funny thing is that person is not alive because of her own errors. She didn't lose her life because of some unfortunate accident. She lost her life from being a harlot. And judging by the length of this woman's fingernails, I could go ahead and say that this is a clone. These are clones. Same fake hair, same long fingernails, tatted up like the subways in Harlem. Her body has graffiti all over it, all these fake baby hairs, long wigs, promiscuous photos, always in your underwear in the public sphere. Disgusting. And look at the length of these fingernails. She got the Freddy Cougars on. Shorty got the Wolverines. You got to be kidding me. So do we take these people's opinions seriously? Absolutely not. These people are unclean. Marquett, what do you mean? The reason that they color the fingernails is so you can't see the dirt underneath them. That's true. No, they color them because it's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty, but it's mostly so you can't see the dirt underneath the fingernails. Because when you have long fingernails, they collect dirt, bacteria, and germs. And there's no way to actually clean under those fingernails. They're crevices and havens for dirt. And as a female, to be so filthy that you are knowingly carrying dirt, germs, and filth underneath your fingernails, you don't have the ability to thoroughly wipe yourself. You couldn't touch this candy muscle with them filthy nails. Absolutely not. This woman is a monstrosity. Huh? And these are the ones that are speaking up. They're not decent. This is the lowest class of blacks. This is the low class. The low class. They shouldn't even be able to speak they shouldn't even be able to write on my post. It should be view only for these low class characters. That's the issue of our day. Shout out to somebody just supported anonymously on using the Stripe link. That's the issue of our day. We allow everyone to speak. When you have nails that long, when you have fake eyelashes, when your body is tatted up with graffiti, you shouldn't be able to speak. You're low. You're not a female. When your body looks like a subway in Harlem, you shouldn't be allowed to speak. Why are we letting them speak? They're unworthy. Insanity. Let's see some more. And it's consistent idiocy. He writes, what they don't realize is all that fake hair, products, dyes is what poisons their mind and body. Natural is the way to go. That's correct. Oh, we finally see a man commenting and everything he said makes sense and it protects the woman. They don't know how to protect themselves. Shocker. They don't know how to protect themselves. In fact, they're a danger to themselves. Then this one writes, and you sound like you don't like or respect black women. Well, what sense does that make? Where do you get that from? In fact, that doesn't make any sense. Well, let's see what kind of woman said that. Let's see if we can see anything about her. Okay, she has her profile covered, but in her profile pic, she's wearing half of a shirt. She's not wearing a whole shirt. She's wearing half of a shirt. In fact, it just looks like a leather bra, which is a bra is also known as an undergarment. So shocker that these are the kind of people who seem to not like what I'm saying. Shorty says, you're cooking and I'm ready to eat. Yes, indeed. This guy writes, most obvious plastic surgery. That's not good either. We don't condone that either. Let's see if we can see. This one writes, when the white women emulate us, everyone stays quiet. Well, you know, that's so funny you mentioned that, dear, because that's not the current topic. That's a red herring. The woman who just died from being a race trader, that was a black woman. The woman who just died of being a bedwench, that's my autopsy. She died of being a bedwench. That was a black woman. The woman who's on your screen emulating someone else's race, that was a black woman. So what the hell are you talking about? They never deal in the actual topic. They run away. It's a lack of accountability. It's childishness. They're childlike. The idea when they say, in black women's business, you're not even an adult, most of you. Most of you are in arrested development. You haven't developed past 11 years old. You can't take responsibility. Vicariously, you're evading responsibility. Shout out to Antoine, came in supporting the work via PayPal. He writes, peace to the saints. As a young black man, I have to support this live. Marquettism is for the kids. Marquettism saves lives. You better believe it. And I tell you one thing that I'm dead ass serious about, and I'm damn near pissed off about it. You couldn't name me one black philosopher. Every black person wants to be a Christian or a Muslim or a Marxist or a socialist. They got to follow. They want to be a Maoist. They want to be all these other things except black. They want to worship a white God or an Arab God. They want to worship a German philosopher or a Russian philosopher. Scared of everything that's black. Come on now. Even the ones that claim to be black still aren't black. Marquett, what do you mean? Yeah, you gonna tell me you're a Hebrew Israelite, but you got the white man's Bible? Come on, man, knock it off. Ain't nobody buying that bullshit. Come on, homie. Yeah, it's Sasson or nothing. Sasson or nothing. Huh? Yeah, we making zero compromises with you rascals. Get down or lay down, every last one of you. Carrying on. And this one that made 2 comments. She wasn't comfortable making one foolish comment. She had to come back for seconds. She writes, wigs, no wigs. This girl boy will still say the same thing about black women. Now, this is very common. Not only do black women do this, women in general do this. When you say something credible about them, they make it about everybody. I'm talking about black women who are dirtbags, but she's trying to make it about all black women. You see, these ones you can't trust them because they're liars. Shout out to the gentleman writes, just paying tuition. Appreciate you. Shout out to the real ones. Shout out to the real ones. Then this imbecile starts with, dude, you already know they're about to say something stupid. I ain't even read it. Dude, white women are wearing it too. That's not the current topic, buddy. That's not the current topic. And this is why my training center is so critical, because we will teach people how to think. Yes, there are a lot of blacks that are low IQ. Clearly, look at the comments. Clearly, there's a lot of low IQ ones. No doubt about it. I ain't denying it. But despite the low IQ, we can teach them how to think in ways that are more rational. In many cases, they don't have education, basic education. When you keep, dude, there's white women who do it too. That's too coquet. That's in the Latin. It's a fallacy. It's irrelevant. It's a red herring. It's irrelevant. Like, for example, if someone says, Marquett, you're a bald head. As a man who's rational, honest, and confident, I would say, that's correct. Who cares? That's correct. You're right. I'm the bald head lover. Coldest bald head brother since Mike Jordan. But what I would never do is the irrational, foolish, low confidence, low IQ thing. And if someone said, Marquett, you're bald. If I said, oh, Tupac is bald also. Charles Barkley's also bald. Tyrese is bald. What about them? We're not talking about them. We're talking about Marquett Devon Burton, the one and only, the big homie. We're talking about Fax Kellerman. You heard me? We're talking about El Drippo. We're talking about Kent Drippy Jr. We're talking about Malcolm Flex. We're talking about the big homie. There ain't no way in hell I'm going to start talking about something unrelated. That's what you do when you're low IQ, low self-esteem, when you're low. Huh? Come on now. Yeah. And that's why the training center is here to train up the people, because they are in a great lack of knowledge and a lack of character, a lack of integrity. Come on now. The foolishness. Oh, but the whites do it too. We're not talking about the whites. And while we are talking about the whites, yeah, it's a good point. The white women, if they do wear wigs, they wear wigs that emulate white women's hair. Black women wear wigs that emulate a different race's hair. White women emulate their own race's hair. You black women emulate another race's hair, but they just ignore that because they're devils. That's how you know they're devils. Devils are liars. The chief tool of the devil is deception. That's how you know they're demons among us. And they must be eradicated. They must be. I say be good to good people, not the evil ones. They're going to get what they get. Huh? Yeah. They're going to get what they get. They say the most foolish things. Look at this one, writes, Chinese and Indian hair, not white hair. Why do white people always feel it's about them? It's like, shorty, listen, you're so low IQ, you don't even know how to help your own case. Imagine, I said you're displaying self-hatred, you're wearing the white woman's hair. Shorty says, no, it's Chinese and Indian hair. Well, that makes it all the better, babe. That makes it better. That's how brainless they are. Who thinks we should listen to these people? Yeah, the matriarchy, that's over. The Martin Luther King stuff, that's over. The Dr. Umar, Mother Queen, whatever he called them, that's over. All these soft males, that's over. It's a new regime, man. Listen to these goofy broads. Goofy broads talking about, it's Chinese hair. Are you Chinese? Shanigwa. Are you Chinese? It's Indian hair. Shanigwa. Are you Indian? Come on, you ain't getting the point? What's going on here? Truly brainless. Truly. What we got here? And again, this is one of the ones. Oh, she has a Puerto Rican flag. Okay, so she's not black and she's not even pretending. Okay, I could appreciate that. I could appreciate that. Continue watching. Stop it. Knock it off. Anyways, back to where we were. And the red bones be scared to say something sometimes because the red bones be satisfied with their hair. They be scared to say something. They think some of these self-hating chocolate ones are about to bite their head off. Gentleman right here writes, the glue and some of the hair is carcinogenic. Black women will go this far with their self-hate that they'll literally risk their life. And that's 100% true. And I'm going to tell you guys this. The reason that we do not listen to women is because of the idiocy, the vain idiocy. Marquett, what do you mean? Kanye West mama died trying to get breast implants. How many, I heard of a grandma in Florida trying to get a BBL, died getting a BBL. Like, what? What's going on with these women? I wish my grandma would get a BBL. My grandma needed one too. She was a flat booty woman. My grandma was a flat booty black woman. You did? But my grandma would never think of getting a BBL because the levels of stupidity were not that high in her time. I don't know if these kids grew up drinking motor oil instead of breast milk. I don't know what happened. But it's very clear that it is upon the man to lead them, lest they lead themselves and others to destruction. All this surgery, and this is not just the black women, this is all of them. You leave women to their own devices, they are a danger to themselves and others. Full stop. How many men are out here getting surgeries? Very few. And when they do, we condemn them. That's why I condemn Clavicular. He's a Skittle guzzler. Huh? He's a Skittle guzzler, straight up. And here's the funny thing. So this young lady, she writes, I don't really care for it either, to be honest. Fair enough. Then we have the same threadbare accusation. Please come out the closet already. It's like, come on, man. The same nonsense. And this is what they do. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. Never logic. And this is not only true of the female, it's also true of the beta male. Same stuff. Same stuff. And this is what they do. They deflect. Instead of addressing their evil behaviors, like, yeah, they're buying big lips and like, yeah, that's cool, sis, but that does not solve your situation. Like, for example, if I say that you're poor and you say they are poor also, that doesn't make either of you richer. Huh? And these black women be on here getting big mad too. Big mad. You couldn't get them to comment this much on a positive post. These are demons, most of them. They only circle around for the negativity. And when black women wonder why successful black men don't deal with them, is because you're a negative, dirty demon. Or shall we say a demonic, oh no, I'm doubling down. It's negative. I want some alliteration here, but for now, we'll just say you're a negative, dirty demon. Marquett, why dirty? You've been wearing the same wig for 3 months. It's sewn into your scalp. You're dirty. You've been wearing them long fingernails. You can't wipe your butt. You're dirty. You got germs and pathogens under your nails. You're dirty. And you're a demon. You're lying. You're vulgar. You take the lives of children in your womb. You're a demon. Who would want that? Who would want it? Huh? Come on now. Come on now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to keep it a bean out here. I'm going to keep it a real bean out here, man. Shout out to Kristen. He writes, Peace of the Saints. Would you review this video? It's only 1 minute long. The lady's wig falls off mid-interview. Comical, but she wears a wig that actually imitates the African hair, also not wearing poisonous glue, and she is beautiful. I think she should be an example of a woman, if a woman has to wear a wig. I'm not going to pull that up in as much as we're not promoting wigs over here. We're not promoting wigs. We're just full stop. We're not promoting wigs. We're not. We're not the Orthodox Jews who have it a part of their religion. We're not the old Europeans, running a legal court. We don't promote wigs. We promote real. That's why I'm bald. I didn't go get hair plugs. I didn't put on a wig. I didn't paint my scalp black. I didn't get micropigmentation. We promote realness. Full stop. And I appreciate you supporting. He writes, only reason I asked you to review the video is because I don't see any other woman that could give an example that you could be beautiful without having to use chemicals or mimic someone else's identity. Yeah, I mean, you can just use what grows out of your scalp, straight up. Shout out to Gary supporting the work. And if women are more attractive than men, and they are, if I can look good bald, a woman can look good bald. So we don't even need to play these wig games. Shout out to Omar. He writes, for the work, every time I see a black woman with hair, nails, and a bonnet, dressed like a lady of the night, I'm intensely disappointed. May the Assassin end this trend forever. Peace to the saints from Assassin Houston. Peace to the saints indeed. Yes. And listen, it's going to take some doing, and we're going to have to put out campaigns. The same way that the devils have brainwashed these broads, we need to rewash it. We need to clean out these dirty ideas and these dirty behaviors. We need to put out some marketing campaigns. We need to put out some propaganda, because that's the only way to undo the damage, and also the iron fist as well. Come on now. Yeah. Am I the only one saying it? Carrying on. This woman writes, so why are black women emulating white women when black Indians have long, dark, straight hair? Okay, sis, let's just say you're right, which you're not right, but let's say you're right. Then you're still emulating the racial features of a group that you are not. The IQ is so low. It's so low. That's why they really need to be under a man that has common sense. The IQ is so low. Boy, they say the most idiotic stuff. My God. This one writes, I have never seen a white woman. I've never seen a white woman with that hairstyle or those edges. We don't want, but have you ever seen that growing out of a black woman's head? No, you haven't. Now sit down and shut up. Carrying on. Then they writing this much, you're either a woman or a beta male. Either way, nobody's reading it. What were you thinking? This one writes, why are you embarrassed? I'm embarrassed because we wear the same skin, doofus. You couldn't add that up? She writes, where did the insole come from? I think that's the other. I don't even know what this woman means. She doesn't know what she means. And she commented 4 separate times. This woman has too much spare time. Person writes, it's 100% self-hatred and tomfoolery. 100%. 100%. And the truth is simple, right? Protective styles makes my blood boil. Exactly. Women are liars and deceivers. This one writes, she was a beautiful girl. Is this a Caucasian woman in black folks' business? Is that what this is? Okay, this is a black woman that wants to look Caucasian. Blonde highlights and the blue eyes. Yes, this is a black woman that wants to look Caucasian. Yeah, she's an embarrassment and an abomination. You see, that's an embarrassment. Because if we want a Caucasian, we'll just go get one. We don't need a fake version, dear. Should be ashamed. This one writes, how did you end up on my timeline? Okay, let's see who this is. Okay, no post. Oh, but again with the fake hair. Great, great. So we've not seen one actual black woman yet. We've only seen fake hair after fake hair after fake hair after fake hair. So I'm seeing a trend here. The phony ones are coming to defend this because hit dogs holler. Shout out to Dominic supporting the work using PayPal. Ladies and saints, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. But let us know that we need to, in an organized and effective way, condemn them and let them know that we condemn them in the holy name of Marquettism. In the holy name of Marquettism, you are condemned. And the reason that we have to draw it back to the ism is so that they know there's an organized force making a cultural change and speaking out against this ill in our society. And I want you guys to be aware, if you ever hear a black leader and they only got positivity and praise, oh, black mother queen, oh, the black man is this and that. They're a grifter and a liar. They want your tithes. They want to make you feel good to get your tithes. Well, I'm here to tell you this. If you're in a bad position, we need to figure out what you did wrong to get there. And we need to start getting out of it. And it's not going to be easy and it's not going to be pretty. The outcome will be beautiful, but the work will be hard and it will be ugly at times. That's real leadership. There's no pipe dreams here, little buddy. There's no mother queen. No. You're not a mother queen. You're a single mom. And we're going to work starting with that reality. No, you're not the black man is God, Hebrew Israelite. No. You're an unemployed nigga playing video games. And we're going to start from there. The truth. We're going to get these single moms to reform their behavior, stop being unruly if possible, get back with your baby daddy because that's who you're supposed to be with. You unemployed black males wasting your life with video games, we're going to teach you some gainful employment skills. Try to make some entrepreneurs of you if we can. If not, get you a good 9 to 5. We're going to start with reality. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that you're a Hebrew Israelite chosen one. I'm not going to lie to the broads and tell them that they're a mother queen, this or that. You're a single mom and you're a lazy dude who spends most of his time playing with his meat at your mom's apartment. We're going to start from there. Marquettism is for the kids. Marquettism saves lives. Peace to the saints.